Hello, Sensei Cisco here for Cincy Martial Arts. Today we will be going over our tumbling for Little Masters class, specifically rising up in our levels, going from a standing position today. If you're turning into this at a later date and this isn't the live presentation, feel free to jump ahead to about the 4-minute mark, as right now we are still looking at propagating the lobby and sharing through our social media platforms. So again, if you're seeing this in the future, jump ahead to around that 4-minute mark, which is when the class should begin, and you can start tumbling with us. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our social media and get the word out to the greater community. All right, sharing on Facebook. And if you haven't joined us on Facebook before, we are facebook.com/Cincy Martial Arts, spelled just like the channel here, CINCI. All right. And next channel. Now, I know this is not the most exciting part of the video. Sharing a page I manage, going over to our Cincy Martial Arts. There we go. Excellent. All right, still 2 minutes out. Looks like we do have one viewer in here has joined us. Unfortunately, I don't have a way of seeing who you are. So as you come in, feel free to add your name into the comment stream for our live audience. This gives me an idea of which of our active students have joined us. So I know I miss you all very, very much. You know, this COVID-19 breakdown or shutdown is really affecting everybody, and especially for us coaches and teachers. We live off of connections with our students, and not having you guys here with us is difficult, to say the least. All right, we'll take a photo. All right, now sharing on our Instagram. Autocorrect. Position. There it is. HTTPS. Oh, I don't need that all caps. HTTPS semicolon // youtu.be /ex /ex xd7 xd7 e08 e0 6 0pe 0 capital PE Hobwink, and we are up on the Instagrams. Excellent. All right, it is now 6:01. Got my volume turned off on the old cell phone, and we are set to begin. All right, now, looks like we ran into the 5-minute mark, but that is okay. Let's get started. Okay. Right. Negasmas. And let's warm up, getting our blood flow moving with some jumping jacks. Ich, ni, sun, chi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Keep going. Ich, ni, sun, chi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, niju. Keep going. Ich, ni, sun, chi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Excellent. And frog hops. Touching the floor of the mill, jump tall before you touch the ground again. Ich, ni, sun, chi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Excellent. Shake it out. Take it to one side. Or wrapping the snake, bring the hand to the front, swoop to the side. Front, swoop. Other side. Kind of working back and forth. As you push your hand under, step out. Back and forth. Loosen up the shoulders and timing the hands and feet together. This will be important for our rolls to allow the arms to lead the legs in our motions. All right, let's take a little run. Going around your mat. Now again, if you don't have a mat at home, grab some couch cushions or a nice soft padded carpet area in your house. There are always ways to make do with what you have. Karate wasn't always taught in big gyms with heavy bags. Reverse direction. Karate started by being taught out in open fields or in people's warehouses and sheds. You had to make do with the supplies you had. So when folks were first learning how to tumble, they didn't have pads like this. Instead, you just found as soft a spot on the ground as you can, and you went from there, clearing out any rocks and debris. Make sure there aren't toys sitting around your house, and you're set to go. All right. And let's go into joint rolls. Taking your neck, roll your head around, big circle. Reverse. Hug. Shake your arms, front and back. Kind of touch your fingers in the back. Chop, bring your elbows up and down. Circle up. Circle down. Freeze and twist. Down to your hips. Roll your hips. Reverse. Knees. Roll your knees. Bringing them into the middle. Push them out. Keep that roll. All right. And feet shoulder width apart. Reach for the sky. Touch your toes. One. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. 2. Excellent. Put your feet really far apart. Now you're going to take both hands off to the sides. Touch your toes. Again, keep your knees very straight. Don't bend those pencils. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Very nice. Now we're going to do another stretch today. For this, you want to take your feet real far apart. Put your right hand up in the air and then reach over to the left, kind of behind your ear, and push to the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Left hand up in the air. Push to the right, behind your ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. And go ahead and lift your knees. Walk it out. Bounce it off. Loosey-goosey. All right. Now, first thing we want to do to warm up our spine, now that we're stretched out, our joints are lubricated, we want to get our back ready for our rolls. So this means placing 2 feet on the ground, hug your knees, chin down the middle. Be aware if cats are walking behind you. Hello, Luna. Why don't you scoot over here so I don't crush you? And keeping your chin down, roll to your shoulders, and back to your feet. Luna, this is not your bed. They love having their dad home and all of his martial arts equipments. Cat, move. All right, she's staying over there. 1, roll back, and up. 2, thank you, Miss Megan.
You're welcome.
3, 4, keep your chin down so you don't hit your head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Now, taking your shoulders like a button. When your shoulders hit the ground, I want your feet to kick up to the sky. 1, shoulders kick to the sky. 2, 3, chin down, chin down. 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice I'm bringing my knees back to my chest before I roll up. 8, feet up, knees in. 9, 10. Excellent. And take a moment to breathe. Very nice. Now, for our front rolls, now that our back is nice and loosened up, we're going to do some forward rolls. Now, the title of the video today was that we were going to be doing these from a standing position, but we want to get our body ready to move. So we're going to do a set on our knees first and then move immediately into that standing point. Luna, I'm working. Okay, I know she wants to play. She thinks it's playtime. All right. She interrupts again. I will be putting her up in their room so she doesn't interfere or block out the stream again. Unless y'all really appreciate it. If you like it, leave a comment. I'll leave her out and we'll deal with it. But right now, let's go and put our knees out. When we drop, bring our shoulder to the ground with our head kind of reaching down to kiss our knee. Then kick to the sky. And there's our roll. Triangle. Shoulder. Luna, come on. Triangle. Shoulder down. Kick it over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. So that's a nice little warm-up. Get our bodies ready to move on. Now for the standing position. For this, I'm going to bring this back a little bit so you can see as much as you can. And I'm going to put my right foot forward so my right arm can come to the floor. So I'm going to put 2 hands on the ground, but I'm going to push my right side shoulder to the ground in front of me, and then just let my body fall, sort of kicking over that point. Make sure the cats are out of the way so they don't get crushed. And 1. Oh. Compensating for the cat still. 2. 3. 4. Now, since this is limited space, we're going to change up our technique. Having the foot out creates a more elongated press. As you can see, we don't have the space for that. So we adapt. What I like us to do instead is put your feet side by side so you can crouch in the middle and drop your shoulder to the center, just like we had in our triangle. Knees are open. Same thing here. Knees are open. We're just a little higher. Bring your shoulder down to the center. And 1, let it fall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure don't put your head on the ground. Let your shoulder lead. 7, 10. And relax. Lay down. Deep breath. Let the dizziness go away. Again, with time, your body will become more accustomed and you won't get as dizzy as you do this. Your body will adjust and compensate. But for right now, if you're getting very dizzy, take a moment, get it back. We don't want to get headaches here. All right, moving on to the back roll. Now again, just like with the front roll, we're going to warm up first off the ground, hugging our knees, and instead of kicking to the sky from the shoulders, I'm going to bring my head to one side so I can kick through that open spot. So now I'm going to kick my feet up and over my shoulder. 1, up and over. 2, up and over. Bring my knees next to my ear. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. Now, for the standing position, we're going to use the same idea of hips, shoulders, kick over top, only now we want to fall to our hips. This means we've got to trust ourselves a little bit. So I'm going to put my feet apart, just like if I was standing forward. I'm going to kind of stick my hips back, kind of stick out your butt and let yourself fall. The hardest part on this is to not catch with your hands. So instead, I want you to keep your hands out front, chin down, so that as you fall, your hands are less tempted to reach back. So you should look something like this. Hands in front, point out the hips, and fall. And then kick your feet over top. If your ground rolls look good, you can move on to this. If you're still getting stuck on the ground, do not move on. Continue to do ground rolls. Either go back and replay some more of the video until you become proficient. It's not until these are smooth on the ground that I want you standing up. Because the last thing we want is to land hard, hit our head, or pull something in our neck. All right, let's ready up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Take a moment, catch your breath, set your equilibrium, and calm. All right. Now, for falls and rolls, or at least for our rolls, these are the 4 that you want to become most proficient with. Rolling forward on the ground, falling forward into a roll, rolling backwards on the ground, and falling back into a roll. Next, what we're going to talk about is how we can stop our roll. Now, for the back roll, this just means instead of kicking our feet over the shoulder, we're going to kick straight up to the sky and kind of clap our hands to the floor. So what we can do right now is sort of setting our ball on the floor. We're going to roll back to our shoulders and then clap the floor. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready? Roll back, clap the floor, and come up. And 1, 2, chin down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Let's come up a little bit taller now. And we're going to go from our owl position. Owl position just means we're sitting on our feet. Our bottom is off the ground. So kind of like a bird perched up in a tree. I'm going to put this on the edge of my mat, as you can stand on the edge of your pillows or whatever area you're working on. So this way I'm landing on my mat as I fall. So I'm going to roll hips, shoulders, clap, and then come back up. 1, reach your hands forward. 2, this will help you get back up into your owl. 3, 4, 5. If you keep this curl on your spine, you can stand on your feet. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. And this is the motion no matter what the height is. So we're going to stand up a little taller now. In a shikarachi position, so a seated stance, stick my bottom out, hands in front, and I'm going to fall back, hips, shoulders, clap, and then back on my feet. 1, 2, kind of let your body fall back, don't drop straight down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Breathe deep. Very nice. And these are our falls, our rolls for tumbles. This is something that you should become very proficient with before going into grappling, takedowns, and throws. For our Little Masters students, those of you who were part of our classes before this pandemic had struck, originally this was going to be part of this semester's curriculum and on your final test. The other half of the test was going to be the grappling techniques to accompany this. Now, obviously, we can't really practice grappling through the internet. This is something you do need a partner for. So, in the coming videos, I will be working on how to best present this material so that you can become familiar with it. This may take on the form of shadow boxing or sort of pretend fighting, seeing in a invisible imaginary opponent and fighting them or throwing them to the floor. But we're going to look at this through the lens of a dance. So we're going to kind of pretend like we're dancing and fighting all at the same time. For karate or most martial arts, this is what we call shadow boxing. You pretend that you have somebody there and you do your techniques, you take your motions as appropriate. But that being said, still continue practicing your rolls because the rolls, the falls, these are things you can do on your own. So long as you have this soft space to work with, you have all of your toys or clutter moved out of the way. But looks like we are about 5 minutes out from the end of the video. At this point, there's not much to add, to be perfectly honest. If you are still struggling with any of these positions, continue to practice them. Rewatch the video, go back, do these over and over again a couple of times a week. Yeah, there's not much else to say. I want to thank you all for joining me. We'll cut this one a little short today. So please review your material, rewatch these videos, and I will look forward to seeing you all hopefully in the next month. I know as of the airing of this video on April 1st, the stay-at-home order has been extended through the month of April. So as it seems at the moment, we will not be hosting in-person classes for another 4 weeks. That is a very long time, so please continue to practice, continue to work hard. These videos will continue to air on schedule, and I will be working on behind the scenes to revamp the curriculum as best I can. Originally, I had hoped that this issue would have passed and we could return in a more timely manner, but It just is not the case at the moment. So the most important thing right now is to stay home, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and take care of yourself. I want to see you all back in class when classes can open back up. But until then, I'll say arigato gozaimasu, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.